I want to pick up, I got cut off a little bit. I'm limited to 15 minutes on this free version that I use. So we just did the 19 read the Wall Street Journal. And remember, we took 19 minus the 16 to get the 3 that only read. This does not say 19 only read it. It just says 19 read. Some of them read these 2 magazines. Someone reads all 3. 9 of them do. Some read these 2. So, but there's 3 that just read that. Okay, so that's we just did that at the end of the last video. Okay, so now we have this one, which I ran out of time on the last video. So 27 do not read fortune. All right, so let's see. 27 do not read fortune. Okay, so here's fortune. They don't read it. So there's 27. That includes the people out here. Okay, so this adds up to 15. There's 27 that do not read it. So some of those people don't read any of these magazines. 27 minus 15 is 12. That's a 5. So there's 12 people out here that they don't read any magazine. All right, so now we're back to this. So we got that one done. So now we have to go to the fact that 77 freshmen, took this survey. All right, so now what you can do is add up this, and this, and subtract from 77. So that top column, we have what? 17 there. Let's see, 15. What is that? 8 and 7 is 15. So we have 15 there. The middle, we have what? 9, 10, 11, another 15 there. So that's 30. And then we have the 12 out here, which is what? 42. So I think that's right, because let's see. Let me double check. 15 is 30. Yeah, 42. And there's 77 people. So 77 minus the 42 that are all distributed throughout. So when I subtract 7 minus 2 is 5. 7 minus 4 is what? I get 35. So there's 35 that just read fortune. They don't read anything else. They just read fortune. All right, so then you can read this question, or answer these questions. How many read none of the publications? Well, that would be the 12. How many read only fortune? That's the 35. How many read Business Week and the Wall Street Journal, but not Fortune? All right, so let's look at that. How many read Business Week and the Wall Street Journal? All right, so Business Week and the Wall Street Journal are, those parts, the 5 and the 9. But it says not Fortune, so I have to cross off the 9 because I don't want them to also read Fortune. So this 5 out here is only Business Week and Wall Street, so that would be 5. So after you do it, you can kind of answer some questions. All right, again, this is the union set I talked about earlier, where if you add up the number in A, remember that's cardinality, the number in A, the number in B, and subtract the double counting, the ones in the middle, that should be the total of all 3 sets. All right, so a group of students are majoring in either accounting or economics or both. 5 are economics majors. Okay, so the number in economics plus the number in, accounting, I guess? Okay, so how many are in economics? Let's see, 5. How many are in economics? And 5, and then accounting is 7. All right, but is there they might be both. They might be a double major. So I'm going to subtract X. I'm going to subtract the double counting. And I know that there's 10 students. So see how this is already more than 10. So that equals a total of 10. So again, when you add up the number in A, including the overlap, all of A, and all of B, and then you subtract the double counting, that should be the total of those. All right, so 7 plus 5 is what? 12 minus X is 10. So X must be 2, okay? So there's my 2. So there's 2 people that are both. Let's see, what do I have? Economics, was that the 5? Let's see, 5 are economics. So the 5 is the whole circle, so there's already 2 there. So this guy is just 3. So 3 people are only econ majors, 2 are in the middle with both. And then accounting was the 7. There's 7 accounting majors, but again, that includes the 2 that were both. So 7 minus 2 is just 5. So you should be able to see the 5 there, should be able to see the 7 there, and then I should be able to add up all the parts. Econ only is 3, middle is 2 for both, 5 to the side, and that should add up to 10. Okay, and in this case, there's nobody, we're including everybody there. All right, and then, yeah, I think that's it. You could do, again, if you wanted to practice, you could try, some of these trickier problems. I don't know how tricky they are, but sometimes they are. Sometimes they have more algebra than others, but you could try those. And again, in real life situations, we could have these too. So for example, this would be an and, because we're looking for the overlap of all the endangered species with what? B is the birds. So do you get that? I'm looking for the birds that are also endangered. It's an and, which is 252 meet both criteria. Union is an or. Okay, I had to back up a little bit, so if that jerked a little bit, I'm sorry. So we're trying to find the number of people that, or animals, I guess, that fit this requirement. So the number that is in that set. So again, endangered is all these endangered animals, which is 919. Union is with include all the birds, which is what, 273. But do you see how I counted that 252? That's part of that total. So you have to subtract that. That's what the union rule is saying. You can add up all the endangered animals. Okay? Add up those totals. You can add up all the endangered birds. But if there's any birds that are also endangered, then you would have to subtract them. Okay? And so if you do that math, that would be how many are endangered or birds. Okay? And again, if you want to practice, there's more stuff you can practice there at the end if you would like to, but I think we hit the main points.